is the most expensive election ever. It is at least 19 billion shillings more than it cost us in 2022. And the question is, why do we have such an expensive process? When at a time when the healthcare system is almost shutting down due to lack of funds, school capitation is not there, why is our election process that expensive?
Thank you, Dimuli. IEBC needs an overhaul, not just of its personnel, but also in terms of critical and strategic thinking. Our constitution provides, or our laws provide for continuous voter registration. Why does IEBC need 3.8 billion to register voters? The voters that IEBC is purporting to register today, the majority of them are young people who already are in a government system registered for the issuance of ID cards. What would stop IEBC working with the Office of the Registrar of Persons and the Registrar of Deaths and issuing these young people ID card, voters cards? And therefore, the IEBC has a fixed mind that is failing to take advantage of existing opportunities for shared services. And I could even take it down further. Why do even our young people need to go to the Registrar of Persons to get an ID? Well, all of them are sitting a national exam where there is an opportunity again to capture their data, the majority of them.
But our laws do not provide for that kind of synergy.
So that is exactly then why I said we need a change not only in personnel, but also in terms of the mindset and critical thinking, so that we take advantage of existing resources to bring them together to provide operational efficiency. So I would not give IEBC the kind of money they are asking for voter registration. It can be done at a much, much lower cost within the remaining timelines if we just allowed ourselves to have full circle, 360 degrees connectivity within government, all of government approach.
But we cannot lay that blame squarely on IEBC. It is a matter of legislation. The reason why we do not
we can, Idimuli, because IEBC has that responsibility. And therefore, when they look at the implementation of this responsibility and mandate, they do not just look at the money figures. If there is need for IEBC to attain operational efficiency by having certain statutes amended or changed, then IEBC must bring that proposal. And you will find we have an amendment to the IEBC Act. We have amendments to the Elections Laws Act. So as the user department, in terms of optimizing efficiency, the option of having the laws changed through Parliament are there. Unfortunately, when IEBC appeared before the Justice and Legal Affairs Committee, there was no single mention of changing in the law. The second one is the issue of Kim's kit. Why do we really need to keep importing this simple technology? Well, we have very many young people in our national polytechnics, in our technical universities, in our universities of technology. And yet we are complaining about joblessness, about unemployment in our country. So we must, even as we look at the mandate that I am given as a legislature, I must open my horizons to look at the nation as a whole and other challenges that the nation is experiencing, and see how, in the execution of my mandate, I can be able to offer solutions to some of the other challenges that we are facing as a country. The fact that IEBC, in this case, is just concentrating on money at a time when we have very limited fiscal space, for me, it is unacceptable.
Yet for the corporations, probably could be an issue of time. We still don't have commissioners. They'll come probably only 2 years to election time. There's definitely pressure on the commission. But do you agree that 61 billion shillings could be a bit too much?
Yeah, I think really the issue, Fred, is that we have this matter of our elections being very expensive is a matter we have discussed for many, many years. And I do agree that time has come when we must do things correctly. What is happening is this. The challenge we are facing is more of a policy and also a legal framework issue. And what we need to do is, if you look at other countries, what do? Other countries have what we call integrated